What's going on, you guys? localJohn 1812 and
Jrod 84.
Welcome back to Sports Talk, where we talk about sports and maybe sprinkle in some other topics that maybe tickle our fancy as well as yours. So we're going to get right into this. Yes, we're wearing Kentucky gear. We are Kentucky fans, but we are going to talk about other sports things today. This will be one of the first Sports Talk shows we've been back where we have added something in that's not necessarily Kentucky related. We're going to be talking NFL sports a little bit later on, so stay tuned. And while you're staying tuned, please don't forget, ready, Jay? Don't forget to like,
subscribe,
comment,
and share.
Right now, if you don't mind, do all that for us. We'd really appreciate it. Let's get into topic number one. Of course, we're going to have to go to the football cats. Jay, what's going on with them?
I don't want to say the last couple of weeks have been, it's been a little bit of a turmoil, for the Cats, so to speak. I see, after getting blown out by Georgia, they come home. I see, for a homecoming game, they get off to a really fast,
great start,
a really great start, 2 touchdown lead early, and somehow a fake punt just turned into absolute misery for the Cats. They ended up losing at home 38-21 last week to Missouri. It's
like when you start to create a snowball and then you try to keep building on that snowball to make a snowman. After that fake punt, that's what really started taking that snowball that Missouri was trying to get momentum going and created a snowman. And unfortunately, it's fall right now. We don't need that winter theme just yet, but man, we feel cold and chilly right now as Cats fans with 2 straight losses. And the schedule doesn't get easier even going forward.
No.
Tennessee, Alabama.
Mississippi State.
It's going to be tough.
South Carolina and Louisville.
I don't know, Jay. I honestly think... How many games do we have left, Jay?
5.
I said 5, okay. Man, I want to say 2 out of 3 or 2 out of 5. But I'm going to hope for the best and at least get 3 out of 5 the next 5. What do you think, Jay?
That's kind of what I'm hoping too. I'm saying at least go 3-2 in the next 5.
That would be nice.
Yeah, of course, as we said before, absolutely none of the remaining games are gimmies. I see you got a Tennessee squad, that's third. I see you got Mississippi State, which is it's off and on, but still it's Mississippi State. Of course, they have to go to Starkville, which they haven't won there in a long time. That's it. Of course, you got Alabama, which they're not the Alabama the last couple of years, but regardless, it's still Bama. Then you got to go South Carolina, and that's a surprisingly good Louisville team. So, let's say the rest of the games are not gimmies by any means.
No, they're not. But we'll hope for the best. That's our report, at least for right now, on the Cats football. Let's let them rest. Let's let them get healthy.
Yeah.
And we'll see what's coming in the next few weeks. It could change our mind. It could change all of college football mind. Yeah. Speaking of changing mind, wow. The athletic department, the admissions department for Kentucky definitely changed their name with, how do you say his name, Jay? Savadamir?
I think, yes.
Close. Big Z. As Cal told us to call him by his real name. We'll try, Cal. We'll get it down packed. Don't worry about it. But Big Z is going to be there. Big Blue Madness, I thought, was very cool. Joey Hart won the dunk contest, right? That was awesome to see. He really got up there.
Yes, he did.
And it was cool to see, I think, Mr. Reeves won the 3-point contest.
Yeah.
So that was really cool. The blue and white game is tonight, and Savadamir is going to be playing. He's going to be getting some minutes.
Wait. I think that may have been a reporting on that Cal said he won't play tonight.
Well, Cal told everyone at Big Blue Madness that if you want to see him live in action, then come to the blue and white game. Maybe he gets in for a few minutes.
Yeah, I might have read that wrong. I said he might play a little bit tonight.
Maybe just not extended minutes.
Right.
Maybe he gets in just for 3 or 4 minutes at the max, like a minute or two, each time he gets in. I still think the guy, if he gets in, I think the guy will have at least 6 points and 6 rebounds. What do you think about Big Z? What do you think? If he did get in for, let's say, 5 or 6 minutes at the max, where do you see his point total at maybe, and maybe some rebounds? What do you think?
I'd say maybe 12 points and 7 rebounds.
Oh, yeah. If he plays a good amount, I think he could definitely be there. If he gets 3, 4, 5 minutes, then he's going to be more of a 6-point guy, maybe, some putbacks. But we'd love to see him play, but it's a bigger thing to see just how the teams now can play a full 5-on-5 together without it being completely disrupted like it was in Big Blue Madness. It's going to be a little bit more actually together. There's going to be some refs on the court and stuff like that. So it'll be a different story. So should be interesting. And where are they playing at? They're
playing at Trust Arena. It's on the campus of Northern Kentucky University.
Yes. Yep. So that's going to be interesting. Anybody who gets to go there, really cool. I heard there's still some tickets left. They were about $15 a piece, and I was thinking, man, I could have went to that. I've never been to the blue and white, but man, really, I don't know if I just want to go to just a scrimmage. I do, but I don't. Right?
Yeah.
That's kind of where I was at with it.
Yeah, I kind of feel the same way. I just love, that they're moving it around the state so everybody can get a chance to see.
That's right. Speaking of after the blue and white, we're going to get into some more practices and stuff, and it's just going to be following along the trail to that exhibition game. Yeah. It's going to be interesting to see. The Cats did get an early season gift with a recruit with the name of Boogie.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And Boogie Fland chose us over, he chose Kentucky over Indiana and Alabama. Did you see the thing? He picks up the Kentucky hat.
Yes. I see he picks up all three hats.
Yeah.
He unzips his jacket to reveal the Kentucky shirt. I just think, that's cool. I like it.
I feel like there's like a momentum switch coming with Kentucky right now with recruiting. The Big Z news, and then you got Boogie now. I just feel like there's a big difference right now with Cal. I don't think he is going to be gone next year like people think.
No.
I feel like he's got another 2, maybe 3 years left in him.
No, I just kind of feel like I said Cal's gonna leave. I said when he gets good. I said when he gets ready to.
That's true. That's what I feel like too.
I mean, I said he's gonna leave when only he gets ready to.
That's right.
I said, as far as the team, as far as the whole team goes, I said, this gonna be. I didn't know to say this team. I see, they got all the pieces, for a deep run. Of course, I know what everybody's thinking. Probably same. It's the same story all the time.
Right.
And this team. I see this team. Like I said, they got the ingredients. We got the interior play. We got the perimeter shooters.
That's right.
And we have a little bit of a bench.
And we got some depth. Yeah, we do.
I didn't want to say we have.
Yeah,
we got depth.
it.
I see. We got it.
Yeah,
we got it.
I feel comfortable with saying that this year.
I said, of course. Depth. That's better than what you need. Those are the three things that you
gotta
need,
have
to make a champion.
And I think the shooting's solid.
Yeah, I see. The shooting's solid, but of course, we all know shooting has kind of been the main thing that's killed us the last 2 years, because our sharpshooters are kind of like sharpshooters during the regular season,
and then
they go cold at the most inopportune time.
Exactly. I agree with everything there, Jay. I really feel better about this team than I have for any Kentucky team in probably the last 3 seasons.
Yeah.
I think that's not a bold statement. I think that's a fair statement to say.
Yeah.
The last 3 seasons, this team seems to be more put together, better formulated, better formula. It seems better. We just got to see it translate on the court, and I hope we do.
Yes, and and God forbid, and I say the one thing that's bitten them more than anything, I call one injuries.
Luckily, the injuries are happening right now, and not happening in the month of January or something.
Yes, not happening mid-season.
Praise God, cross our fingers that it don't happen. Yeah. We don't hope it does. I mean, it still could, but we're going to hope that it doesn't. So that's some big news coming. The recruiting, Big Z or Savadimir, or however you say his name. Sorry if I mispronounce it. Blue and white game. That's what's going on with Kentucky news. Now, here it is. First ever time we're going to go NFL right now for you for this Sunday coming up.
Yes.
It's going to be exciting.
I see, it's NFL week. This is week 7, I believe.
7.
It's week 7.
Yeah.
I see, week 7 already kicked off Thursday night. It got the Jaguars beating the Saints.
That was a tough game.
I see, it was a tough game, but
tough game.
I said Jacksonville is good. I said, which Jacksonville was kind of like my early season pick to win the AFC South.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it still stands.
Yeah.
I didn't this early this season. It's been, as we know, it's been a couple of surprises. Of course, you got some like the top teams leading the way. Of course, the Chiefs, Eagles, 49ers. All of them are doing well, and there are some teams that have been a big surprise so far. You know, like for example, like Jacksonville has been a big surprise, and also, well, of course, my big surprise, of course, that goes to, which is my NFC dark horse to make the Super Bowl, Detroit.
Detroit.
I mean, you say the Lions, they look really good.
Yeah, they do look good. They're going to have to contend, obviously, over there with the Eagles. That's going to be
Eagles,
tough ones, over there. And don't forget, just because the Cowboys lost a game or two, don't forget about the Dallas Cowboys. I mean, they're going to be a team to be messed with over, and someone who's not been doing all that great, but do have some pieces with Christian Watson coming back, Jordan Love over there. Green Bay Packers could obviously make some noise. I don't know if we're done with hearing from the Packers just yet, and they're getting people back, so that could be a change.
I see. No, the
Packers could.
The Packers could.
Maybe, right?
Yeah.
I tell you what, the big thing too recently is the trade deadline, which is I think week 8, and so people have time, week 7 or 8, week 8, so people have time to finalize. The trade deadline is not quite here, but it's approaching. Kansas City made 2 moves. They got Frank Clark apparently maybe back. He did take a physical, and that's still up in the air. And Hardman seems like he's back with the Chiefs, that 2-time Super Bowl champ, that wide receiver he was. They do need that. But I've been hearing some other names linked to the Chiefs and other teams. And for instance, Dalvin Cook's name has been brought up to leave. I think he is with the...
He's with the Jets.
Yeah, he's with the Jets. But you got Breece Hall over there running good. There's a 3rd string back that could easily be their 2nd string. So Dalvin Cook, his name's been floated around. Darnell Mooney, he's been thrown around to leave a wide receiver position at the Bears, to leave there and go somewhere else. I've been hearing those type of names. I tell you what, it'd be interesting to see where these individuals end up for sure. The league does not want to see other teams. I'm telling you the truth, and I'm a Chiefs fan. But I will say this. The league really does not want to see Kansas City get, like maybe even I heard of Mike Evans' name being mentioned to be moved. He's getting up there in age. Tampa Bay may not feel like they can win the whole thing this year, so can they get anything out of Mike Evans? And if they could, which they could, would they go ahead and take that now? Instead of wait maybe another injury or another year and they don't get as much. Like if Kansas City would say, hey, a first, I don't know if Mike's still worth for first at his age, but what he said, a 2nd round with maybe sending Clyde Edwards-Helaire over there. So you give him a 2nd round pick and Clyde Edwards-Helaire and you get Mike Evans. I think you would agree with this. Patrick Mahomes, he's had a Tyreek Hill, and Tyreek Hill is good. But Patrick Mahomes has not had a Megatron type receiver. He's not had a Mike Evans type receiver. He's not had a DK Metcalf type receiver. What I'm meaning by that is someone who's like 6'4", 6'5", 6'6", and who's fast and big. He hasn't had a Terrell Owens type receiver. He's had the slot, shorter guy, real speedsters, but he just not had the big guy. No. What would Patrick Mahomes look like with somebody like Megatron, if Megatron was still playing?
I mean, I said, we'll probably know with Megatron in his prime.
Oh, yeah, in his prime.
Oh, I just said, that would be a show.
Be a show. Wouldn't it be a show?
I said, that would absolutely be a show.
It would.
And I said, well, speaking of Megatron, especially when you talk about like the great receivers of the NFL, I said, you cannot. I said, you know what? I said, we're talking about, I said, you mean like the Jerry Rices and the Terrell Owens and guys like that. But I said, no, you cannot. You cannot leave out Calvin Johnson. You just can't do it.
He was a fantastic player. But there's other players that are being mentioned that could leave their team. Believe it or not, I actually heard maybe Josh Jacobs for the Raiders, their running back, maybe looking, maybe to get out of there. So I don't know, guys. It's going to be very interesting to see what happens in free agency. I can tell you this. Right now, I think this weekend, my locks of the week to win the games are, this is a tough game for Kansas City coming up, but I think Kansas City at home will take care of business against the Chargers.
Yeah.
I think they will take care of business against the Chargers. I lock it up that they're going to win that game.
Oh, they will.
The Colts are playing Cleveland. This is tough because Watson is coming back from injury, apparently. They said his shoulder was better on Friday. He's limited in practice, but they feel like he's ready maybe to come back.
Yeah.
I'm going to lean towards Gardner Minshew and Pittman get it done for the Colts. And I'm going to lock it up that I think the Indianapolis Colts beat the Cleveland Browns. What do you think? Give me 2 locks you got this weekend for everybody watching.
Well, let's see. Well, let's see for definitely San Francisco, and I guess my other lock, and they've been off and on this year, but I have to go with Buffalo.
There you go. So you're definitely predicting wins for the Buffalo Bills and the San Francisco 49ers. I'll take the Colts and the Chiefs this week. You guys definitely got to go watch some NFL football. Get on that Red Zone. It's really cool. Just goes to different areas. I like the Red Zone channel.
I see. Yeah, that's
awesome.
Yeah, well, probably the most interesting matchup, of course, is tomorrow night. With the Eagles hosting the Dolphins.
Interesting. Speed on the field and display on both offense and defense on both sides of the ball for both teams. You got to check it out. I'm going to take the Dolphins on that one. I think they're a little bit more up, and I feel like the Eagles might be going not down, but maybe flat.
Yeah, I think I'll take the Dolphins too.
Think the Dolphins. So, okay, we got you some locks here. We're giving you the Niners, the Bills, the Chiefs, the Colts, and the Dolphins. Take a five-team parlay. Either do a straight up or take their odds or take their lines if you want to in the game, whatever you want to do on that. But we won't tell you that part. Well, we'll tell you those 5 we feel like strong they could win. I might go home and just put those 5 in a parlay and put $3 on it and let it ride. I can't spend that much money, right? Just $3.
I might do the same.
I might do the same. Man, well, we covered some great topics for you guys. I didn't have to take off my shades out of anger or frustration. I'm taking out of happiness. I'm glad to be back with Jay. We've done a few topics for you today. A little bit slower week. We can't wait till college basketball gets here, though. I can tell you that.
Well, hey, it's right around the corner.
And we're in a car because where we usually do it, it's got an event going on. There's people walking around us right now. But guess what, guys? Come basketball season, we may just do a show in Lexington.
Yeah, we will do one in Lexington. Not sure when, but we're gonna do one.
And before we do it, like the week before we go, we'll let you know on our videos. So that way, if you're one of our people that like us, know us over in Lexington, maybe come by and say hi to us. That'd be awesome.
Yeah.
Well, guys, that's all we have for this Sports Talk episode. I hope you guys enjoy this and enjoy the football this weekend. Don't forget to like,
subscribe,
comment,
and share.
And if you do those things for us, we would greatly appreciate it. And until next time, guys, happy sports watching. Peace.
All right, peace, y'all.